We are kicking off the show today with a local artist, and he's got some music out. I want you guys to listen to this song. Take a look.
I thought that maybe we could be something. Turns out my thoughts were just a lie. And now I'm thinking and I wonder, did I ever know who you are inside? Sometimes I wonder if you're sorry for all the hell you put me through. But now I know that this ain't worth it.
All right, you're just listening to the beautiful voice of one Trey Wynn. He is here with us today. Trey, I love your voice. It just makes me want to, I just sway back and forth. That's all I can do when I listen. Just close my eyes and sway. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
And I tend to sway sometimes when I'm playing like that. It's just one of those things that, here and now and in Chattanooga in my life, music's become such a priority for me. And got some things in the works, which I'm sure we'll talk about.
Absolutely.
But Questions is one of many songs I've got out there to be able to stream.
Okay, so give me a little background. How'd you get started? How'd you find your love, your passion for music?
Yeah, well, interestingly enough, way back in the day, I grew up listening to guys like Dave Matthews Band, James Taylor, very acoustic-driven music. But at 15, 16, my brother bought a guitar, never picked it up, and so this was the coming of the internet age, and you can go online and find tabs and chords, so I just started kind of plucking at songs.
Yes.
And over time, I got involved in my church and choirs and school, and it all led to one thing where I just started writing songs and just kind of putting down thoughts and feelings. And that was very early on, so I'm sure those were some gushy, more embarrassing than other songs.
Yes.
But no, it was just a cathartic, kind of outlet, and I've kind of put it away for time, and sometimes it just kind of comes around again and again where it's like, all right, finally, we'll do this thing.
It's happening. Okay, so walk me through, because I love music. I'm not a songwriter by any means. We don't want that. But where do you get your inspiration from? Are you just making it up? Is it life you've lived? What does that look like?
I feel like it can almost be anything. For me, in my experience, a lot of the songs I've written originally are, and I'm in the process of kind of making some happier songs. Some of them are heavier,
yes,
more journal entries of just kind of getting it out, and stuff about me, my dad, past relationships. But I mean, we've talked about, my girlfriend and I are writing songs. We just did one about Mario. The new Mario movie came out.
Yes.
Everyone's talking about it. I've talked about Peaches, 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 if you've heard that song. But they're talking about Mario hitting the mushroom and upgrading in his, kind of at this rate. But we were talking about that, and that's an idea.
Okay.
The idea. And even, too, From the Foxhole is an album that I'm in the process of writing. But that is a journal entry, so to speak, of going through a process of very hard seasons in my life, and just kind of like a soldier would, riding home and just saying, here's where we're at, here's what we're doing, and then sending it off.
Okay, I'm very interested. I'm gonna pre-save. Whenever you let me know, I'm gonna
do my best.
This to my music library. Now tell me, how'd you end up here in Chattanooga?
Yeah, 2010, I was transitioning kind of out of I was working on staff at a church, and I had looked at Lee University because several friends had gone there.
Okay.
I played rugby and football, mainly football in high school, and then kind of moved into rugby, and started playing at Lee University. Great time there, great organization, and then as time went on, got involved with Chattanooga Rugby, and Chattanooga Rugby has been a great outlet for, community, for just, even now, Tuesdays and Thursdays at Montague Park from 7:30 to 9:30, they have touch rugby, which, just for the stigma, I know we talked about it a little bit, safer than football because you're not launching your helmet covered and, armor plated body at the size of those players too. I'm 250 now, and I still would not want to go next to Jeffrey Simmons.
Absolutely not.
But all that to say, got involved there at Lee. Lee has a great music program, and again, got involved and even tried to push it away at times. Like, nope, we're going to have this continue to go. So that's what brought me here. And then the area just, I'll say this on record. I'm from Nashville. I'm from Franklin.
Yes.
Outside of the Titans and the Predators and Nashville soccer, Chattanooga has just as much to offer as the Music City. And hometown kid, right? I love Chattanooga. Chattanooga is the Nashville of the 90s with, back then, if anyone knows these things, Dancing in the District, which is very much Riverbend and Riverfront Nights vibe, and the water life and outdoors, and it's also with North Georgia.
Yes.
We're right here in the middle of all of it. It's a melting pot of so many things. So I love Chattanooga.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. And Trey, do you have a favorite song right now? If there was one song you had to pick that was like, this is Trey, what would you tell people to go listen to?
Well, for my songs or
yes,
just in general?
For your songs.
Ooh, well, I've got one I just put out recently. It's called Jet Fueled Rocket, which is about my dad.
Okay.
But it's also something, and as I've written songs, I read them, or I kind of hear them from a different perspective. And for me personally, it's got its own takes, but some of my story, some of his story, and kind of how I want to move forward in my life with my kids.
Okay, I love this. All right, Trey. I believe you are participating in our. There it is.
Yes.
Trey said he remembered how to do this.
It's like riding a bike.
I had no. I had to YouTube it. All right, are you ready? We'll throw it that way. Ready? All right. 1, 2, 3.
He's still going.
Yes.
Bravo,
yes.
sir.
All right.
Bravo.
One for one so far. Well, Trey, if we want to learn more about you, we want to hear your music. Where do we go?
You can go anywhere on social media. It's TRESWINN. That will take you in my bio to a link tree. You can find anything from social media, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music there, but also Chat 10 Sports is a little side hustle podcast.
Yes.
My buddy Chase Green and I, we talk about the Titans and Vols and Braves and Predators as well when they're hot.
And when they're not, it's okay.
Yeah, but got that. So that kind of takes you to everything I've got going.
Awesome.